Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey, thanks for watching The Wealthy Optimist. This is Sarah Hall. I am so excited to be here on the beach in Kep. It's absolutely stunning here, like stunning. Check out this beach behind me. We've been in Kep for about 4 days now. We're gonna be here for another 3 days. And we had some troubles. I actually got a little bit sick, and one of our colleagues got sick too, and we actually had to go to the hospital earlier this morning, and she is unfortunately stuck there for the next 2 nights. They want to keep an eye on her because she got dengue fever, and fortunately I did not have it that bad, but I am really keeping her in my heart right now. And so we did get a chance to, after going to the hospital and going through all of that, to actually come down to the beach for the first time since we've been here, and it's beautiful. Like, just look at this. It's so gorgeous. It goes on and on and on. I couldn't be any happier right now. I just love being at the beach and seeing beaches all over the world. I made myself a promise after my older sister died that before I turned 30, I would visit like as many beaches all over the world as possible. And right now it's May and I'm turning 30 in September. So the adventure is literally just beginning. This is like one of the first start out trips of my solo travels. I'm here with a church mission, so it's a little bit like easing into solo travel. And it's gonna be a little bit harder for me to be a solo traveler, I think, because I'm so used to being around people. I'm so used to being with like my boyfriend or my friends or my family. But you know what? You just have to rip the band-aid off. If I know in my heart that it feels right and I'm supposed to be doing that, then that's what I have to do. And so I've decided that I'm going to be leaving and going traveling for 2 years. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. I can't wait. There's gonna be so many life changes coming up. I'm gonna see so much of the world. And I just think that's really important to experience all that stuff in your life. You know, before you have kids, before you have a family, before you get married, or maybe after you're married, you and your hubby can go together, right? But in my situation, I'm not married, I don't have kids. Check, you know, I work online, check. So I can basically go anywhere and travel anywhere, so why am I not, right? So I'm really excited to actually go and just travel the world, see everything that there is to see, just get so much new culture and experience, and I'm just, I can't wait. And I just know that my older sister, Tamara, she would be so proud of me because she loved traveling, she loved going to different cultures and seeing different things. So being able to actually go and experience these things, and there's so much of the world that I want to see. Like I'm in love with history, and I'm in love with cultures, and I'm in love with seeing all of like the ancient things. So some of the places that I'm going to be going are like Jordan and Egypt. I want to see Petra, I want to see the pyramids, I'm going to go to Africa, I want to go to India, I want to go all over Europe. Like literally I'm going to spend months and months and months and months and months traveling everywhere there is to go in Europe. And I'm excited. And somebody told me, actually while I was on this trip, they went to Jordan and Egypt, and they said that when they decided to go, their family was like, oh, I'm so worried about you going there, and you know, what if you know, terrorists attack and bomb your tour group? And he was like, I told them that if that happens, then that was God's plan to happen. And the odds of it happening are so small that if for some reason I do die while I'm traveling in Egypt, which is not gonna happen because it's incredibly safe, especially on tours, then it was definitely meant to happen. So that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to tell everybody that too, because people are really worried about me even going solo traveling. But for what? You know, like, yes, okay, it's scary. Yes, okay, if I got sick and I had to go to the hospital, it would suck to be by myself. You know, but on the other hand, like, I'm not a teenager, I'm almost 30. I am comfortable being by myself. Actually, I learned a lot about myself that being on a tour, like being with a big group of people for like 2.5 weeks, I was actually really excited when I got to spend some time alone. So learning about yourself and learning those types of things, I thought I loved being around people. And now I'm thinking like, oh, you know what? It's really nice to be by myself. So you learn so much about yourself, and I'm just so excited to see the growth that's gonna come over this time while I'm going exploring and traveling, and there's so much to see in the world. So if you're scared of traveling by yourself, don't be, okay? Be a little bit scared, but let that fear motivate you to have something bigger happen in your life, you know, to jump into the deep end, to really get out of your comfort zone and do what you need to do to experience your life. You only have one life. We're literally only here on this earth one time. That's it. Why not live it to the best of your abilities? Why not go where you want to go, see what you want to see, and don't live with any kind of fear in your heart? it's really important. Just follow what you need to follow. Don't listen to other people telling you or casting their fears onto you, because just because they're doing that, it's called them sharing their stories with you. Don't pick up other people's stories and other people's debris into your, you know, mindset and theology. Just be you, know in your heart what you want to do, and if you're not sure about that, get out of your comfort zone and start learning about what you want to do, because you never know where the world could take you, or where the universe wants you to go, or where God's calling you. You never know. So don't listen to the fears of other people. If I listened to the fears of other people, I wouldn't be in Cambodia right now, because so many people were like, oh, danger. No, like the worst thing that happened was we got a little bit of, you know, traveler's upset stomach, you know, pretty bad. But other than that, it's completely safe here and completely beautiful. So I don't think that you have anything to worry about. And I also wanted to mention this too. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, you're gonna get, you know, kidnapped or raped or something like that. People think that kind of stuff, but I'm gonna be very honest with you. When you're a solo female traveler, those kinds of things actually, they don't happen. You know, you're more likely to be sexually assaulted by somebody that you know. And I know that firsthand. So if you think about like how many times, or if you've ever been a solo traveler, like, or if you've ever been, you know, sexually assaulted or something like that, which is really unfortunate, really sad, and very hard to live with, I know from personal experience. Did it happen from somebody that you had no idea who they were, like a stranger in the middle of the street, or did it happen from like a friend of a friend, or a family member, or somebody that you actually knew? And the results are shocking. You can do a little research on that, and most of the times it's somebody that you either knew, it was an acquaintance, it was a family friend, or it was a family member or something, and that's really tragic. And so think about it in the bigger scope, that most likely you're gonna be safe. Don't go traveling around without your wits about you, you know? Use common sense. It's just as dangerous to travel in another country as it is to travel in your own hometown. Where I live in Vancouver, there are so many shootings, there's drug addicts, there's people who get robbed all the time. My car got broken into, my roof got slashed when I had a convertible. Bad things happen everywhere. If you're not using common sense wherever you're traveling in the world, that's on you. You've got to, you know, keep your eyes open. Don't wander around staring at your phone. Don't wear flashy jewelry. Don't travel around, you know, in ignorance. Look up where you're going. Is the area safe? Ask the hotel, hey, I'm planning on going here. Is this a good area? Should I stay there? Should I be traveling in that area? Should I be walking alone? If the answer is no, don't go there. Right? So it's all about using common sense and then just really enjoying yourself, because you only live once, so you want to have a good time and just be happy and healthy. And as a side note, I got travelers, you know, I don't want to say the word, but upset stomach, let's say like very loose stomach, because we ate raw vegetables and I was careless, and they washed the raw vegetables in tap water. Okay, so when you're in a third world country, don't drink tap water. That means also not eating raw vegetables washed in tap water. So keep that in mind. You know, the little tidbits that you learn at like your travel agency and stuff like that, or your doctor's office when you're getting your shots and stuff like that, they tell you that stuff because it's good to learn and it's good to take advice on that. So next time in the future, I won't be eating like salads and stuff like that unless it's at like a really, really fancy restaurant or something where I know they're using filtered tap water. So that's it. I'm gonna show you guys around the beach a little bit more, and yeah, super excited to be here. Love you guys, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you wanna see more videos like this, and hit the like button and share with a friend if you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks.